Hello, my loves. Welcome in and welcome back to the Dark Mirror Tarot, where we shine a light into the shadow and bring our shadow into the light. I know I said in my last reading we would be moving upstairs and the candle was burning low. As you can see, it's still got some juice left in it. So we're burning some saging smoke here and clearing the space as I feel the need to pop in and do a quick little check-in with the energy, because I do feel a shift and a lightness returning, a new light glowing from within. So I invite you now to relax with me. Find a space of serenity. We are manifesting this path forward with grace. It's a solo journey. We're dressed in black. We're protected. We're grounded. We have the pointy hat. We're cloaked. We have powerful, rooted, sacral, and solar energy. We show up in white with the clouds, and we head into the blue. Both things can be true. Moving toward this Lion's Gate portal we were discussing in the last reading. Our path's still a bit unclear. This lover's energy continues to reappear in our field. It continues to pop up, this Capricornian matrix, in different ways. Have you felt it? Have you been experiencing these recurring, it's like an injection of that energy. Even as you're trying to go on into your routines, into your new way of thinking and being, it continues to resurface, this draw. And it's pulling on the sacral, on the sexual energy, on this inverted lovers, the memory of the breakup, the memory of when it was good, the feeling of the love that you shared and how you long for that space to be recreated between you, that bridge, the magpie bridge to be woven across the skies. But we know that our silence, our solitude, our separation is sacred in this time. And I'm not necessarily one to really believe in the whole twin flame, karmic lovers thing. But in this past cycle, since the winter solstice of 2025, in my experience with my Venusian energy being drawn in to this hexagonal force with the Saturnian devil energy of the Capricorn. And when I look back on how that played out, I can really see this story unfolding and how I was being drawn into it. And it's just so interesting now to me to have the awareness and have started this channel, and with the awareness of the 9 moons to come, placing us at the vernal equinox of 2027. Let's move through this cycle together with awareness and strategy, and I keep getting, again, this it's an injection of this energy. It's as if this other is still thinking of us. They're still holding you in their energy field as well. They don't know what to do with the energy because they'd rather that it didn't affect them the way that it did, but your energy does affect them. I keep getting the peppermint card in the Dirt Gems Oracle. See the two bodies? It's like Pisces energy, kind of. This deep 12th house placements, maybe. What was that, 24? 23. So peppermint is the irresistible, calm crystal lagoon, dispelling mental chatter, preventing us from being present. They can allow the mind to be cool and clear, offering perspective on how we see ourselves and how we engage with the world, making us a way through the many layers of selves that we build stories around. Interesting. So that's from the Dirt Gems Oracle. So this story the way that we process the love energy, the way that we're processing the breakup, the story, how it's affecting ourselves emotionally, because we do, in this collective, we internalize everything, we absorb everything, we evolve emotionally to fit the landscape. We just naturally, it's not something we can really even control. We're moving and adapting to these nuances consistently, and that's why too it's so attractive to us to be in the space and sharing energy with these Capricornian vibes. And it doesn't have to be a Capricorn specifically, but these very earthy, and it could likely be that they have strong Capricorn placements, and it could be a situation for you, a job or whatever, but in this collective likely it is a romantic relationship. Okay, so, and they're builders, they're crafters, they're very logical, and we're drawn to this stability and the foundations that they make and the ease with which they seem to navigate the material world. And even though, okay, like with our Venusian qualities, you may have strong Taurus placements, so you're very earthy as well, but it's in this more sensual nature of experiencing life in a different way than the Capricorn nature does. And so none of this is to like villainize them or like demonize the devil energy even. With this like reverse King of Wands energy, it reminds me of the devil card in this deck too, and it's this, it's a need to get our ducks in a row with this broken heart energy. Purposefully works against those in their care. So that's interesting because it's like the golden mean reversed and this dead inside energy. So, but this is different. This is kind of this Leo wounded father wound energy that we carry, and that's with the Leo energy, and it's kind of our own thing to work out, and our person has their own things to work out. And right now we're in this space, 9:09 on the clock, we're in this space with the inverted chariot where we are really needing to move our path forward through our own action, but it's like also through a surrendering. 7. So it's like we're wanting to ego our way through, and we have to release our control. progress comes to a halt or you feel you're going in the wrong direction. So it's just, you know, this recurring, like that's the energy that we're leaving behind, the dealing with the scattered thoughts, the lack of executive function. Let's go back into peppermint for a minute. If you're feeling queasy about where you find yourself, if you feel unsure or stuck, call on peppermint to be the settling of a nervous stomach, the ice on your neck, the soothing of a flustered and overtired babe. So let's put the peppermint on it. A nice peppermint tea can really do wonders for you, you know? It really can. It's beautiful energy, this blue and purple weaving together, and it's like the two beings, but they're in their own space of healing. Okay. So it's just interesting to me because I do feel this moving away. I've been talking about like the figure 8 energy even, and how our dragon nodes have brought us into these twin flame relationships at the meeting point, at the destiny point, and it climaxed like right around the vernal equinox. And now there's this moving away, and we're in our own spaces of healing. I'm really just getting the sense in the past 12 hours or so, and this renewed sense of freedom in my soul and like lightness in my spirit and like that joy of the inner child that I've been searching for and searching to like uncover here in these readings for us, and a way to like just foster that relationship, but yet not let the inner child spaz out and take control, right? This is the Queen of Swords parenting. But I was really feeling today with that energy of letting that inner child believe that the Capricornian energy that we're craving, right? Because I'm just calling it that, and it can be whatever it is for you. We can call it the devil energy, whatever you want, but the Saturnian vibes. It's the hexagonal geometry at the north node of Saturn, okay? And it draws us in. So it can return to us in different energies, in different situations, in different people. It may not be the same exact person that this energy returns to you in, but it could be. They have their own evolving to do in their own space of healing, in their own lagoon, in their own place of healing, right? So with our Characlo and Chiron energy that's like also working in this dynamic with the divine masculine and feminine archetypes together with these dragon nodes, right? That's what's drawing us together. It's like we're getting into the energetic space of being able to hold the loss, forgive them, see where we also fucked up, see their shortcomings as well, hold space for them for healing, whether they reciprocate this or not, whether they accept our apologies or not, because we may have fucked up and really like insulted them and gone like full tilt, and now we're blocked, right? And so and maybe, like with good reason, and like we don't even hold animosity for it. We're just like, maybe one day, but we can't keep grasping onto that energy. It's not healthy for us. And but I was really getting that sense today that the energy is going to come back around. And the only way that we're going to be ready for it is if we do work on ourselves. So this has been the recurring theme now. And I was really feeling that lightness returning. Okay. And so I like the vibes of this peppermint card coming through. Being that settling of the nervous stomach, because it's not a nice feeling to be holding this space of knowing that like we've been rejected, and maybe we continue to put ourselves out there and feel like just very vulnerable and wounded and open, and kind of it's a kind of humiliating, sad feeling, but that's like the ego that we're working through, and we're letting that dissolve and burn off now. And you know, something I watched in a reel, this woman came through my algorithm, and 15:05 on the clock when I said that. So if you know, you know. So the algorithm came through with this woman telling me, you know, it was like, to whom it may concern, right? No more shadow work. She was like, if I see another shadow journal post, she's like, get in the field, bitch. Like now, and I've been saying this is not an initiation. This 9 moon cycle that we're on, 1533, is not an initiation. It is a reclaiming. It is a stepping into the power. Like, it is the birthing. Okay, like it is the actual like birthing. It's not a test run, you know, where they give you the fake baby in high school and like you carry it around, or you bring an egg home or whatever. It's like it's the real baby, you know. And like it may be that for you. If that's how it's manifesting for you, that's amazing. I'm mystified by people that are raising children in this day and age. So, you know, wow. But like it can be, for I think a lot of us, something energetic that we're birthing, and we're birthing in ourselves, like this new sense of self, truly, and showing up and acting and doing what we are doing. Like she kept saying, get in the field, like back to the front, you know. And I actually got pulled out of my funk yesterday or the day before. Really, I started remembering a woman who is inspiring to me, and then I just kept hearing the words, toe the line, like toe the line, toe the line, like get out there, do what you can do. So, and right now I also became aware, and again, I'm no expert astrologer, but there's this aspect, the Barbalt's basket, that is okay, this is significant, this card as well. And bone set, got you. So Barbalt's basket is this astrological alignment that we are in. It peaked probably like yesterday or something, because today, what's today? I don't know what today is. Today is the 21st, so I think it peaked like a day or two ago. But we're in this energy anyways, of this really cool like astrological alignment, where what we spark now basically hits like it's like these ley lines, but they're in the universe, right? And these energetic bells. So the tone with which we're setting now, the tones that we're setting, whatever you're ringing out, these ideas that are coming to you now, like go with them, because those tones are going to be like ringing out through the planets, through their transits, through some very long transits. Like it's like Neptune, Jupiter, Uranus, and Pluto. You know, so it's kind of a big deal. Like look into it if it calls to you to look into it for real. So yeah, we're manifesting this path forward, you guys, and the energy is lightening. The energy is coming back. Again, whether it's with the same person or not is not something that needs to be our focus. That's not what we need to be focused on. Page of Pentacles, this Page of Coins, the connecting with the land spirit, the diligence, the Taurus energy coming through. Okay. So with back to peppermint, the settling of our nervous system, splashing cold water on your face when you're spazzing out. Like we need to be really employing like some techniques when we realize, because we don't want to mess up again. Okay. And this is not in any way to like shame and say that we're not worthy of love, but I'm saying let's be honest about where we know we need to be accountable for where we mishandled the energy and mishandled our own boundaries, and the whole thing, and the way that we got to spin out into this. Let's be very mindful and aware of it moving forward into this next season, because the energy is going to come around again. Like whether it's just Capricorn season and what happens during the Capricorn season, You know, the bell's ringing. We're setting a tone. So we're soothing our nervous system, peppermint, coaxing ourselves forward, Page of Pentacles, with delightful tingle. We got that tingler card the other day in another reading too with, I forget which plant ally it was, but they can help us better digest new ideas, new endeavors, and new adventures. Cheery but direct, peppermint can allow us to have a clear yes and a clear no. Peppermint tones and tightens our tissues, causing sensations to be brighter, stronger, and more fulfilling. Peppermint puts a pep in our step, a bridger, an introducer, and an enthusiastic connector, an excellent ally for transition. The cool mist on a frayed mind, delicious crispness of an early morning. You get the idea. Peppermint is a really, I think, accessible plant ally to bring into your life, and is going to be safe for most people, you know, to use on some level. Even if it's like chewing peppermint gum, you know, be mindful of the ingredients in the commercial gum, but there's ways we can incorporate peppermint really easily into our actual body, and I think it'll do us a lot of good. Swimming right now could be really relevant. When you are swimming in clear waters and you open your eyes and see the ripples, bubbles, and life around you, when you float and your mind is still, this is peppermint medicine, wide and true. The filters of your mind are expanded and you find the distilled down, crystallized knowing inside of you. The peppermint standing beside you. You don't have to move fast. You don't have to understand everything. You only need to invite peppermint in and look forward with focused eyes at the treasures of simple truth they are offering you. That's freaking beautiful. Thank you, peppermint. Oh my gosh. I feel so good about this, and I feel like we can, like, be in a place of wisdom, knowing that there is this forgiveness available that we can extend to ourselves and to the other, again, even if they're not accepting your apology right now, and stop forcing yourself on them. You know, like, we have to stop pursuing and get into our real high priestess, Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands, our real Queen of Cups energy, bringing us into Queen of Pentacles, aligning in the Empress. Like, we can do this, okay? We're online. The number 1 card in this deck is really interesting to me and brings me into Hecate, Queen of Poisons and Mirrors, Dark Mirror Tarot. Essonite, I'm not sure. I'm probably not saying it right. And see the scorpion, the gate at the garden, the choice point, the arrows, giving me 4 of Swords energy. It's like Hecate's labyrinth as well. And then it's the scorpion, the Scorpio placements, 8th house stuff, you know, the Edgewalker. So this is just bringing us into this, and really, it's like the Scorpio energy with being like the opposite, like this, the shadow sister sort of Taurus energy, has always been really significant to me, and like, we need to be in this space of the deep void, allowing, and that's how I ended the last reading, that I would be meditating in this deep space, and that's where we're going. So this is that at the scorpion's tail, there's a lightning strike and a warning. Find the spark of love burning in your deepest places and release it out into the world. We are much more powerful than our greatest fears, and only the force of love is the source. Strike out and pierce the heart with aconite's accompaniment. This is the fork in the road telling you to choose. So we have to show up. While this plant has a dark history of use on poison arrows in war and to silently murder enemies in the night, their true tale is of another nature. She is a plant that tells of time, love, surrender, and of choosing integrity over fear. Okay, so let's get into bone set real quick. 32, and then I had 23, both adding to 5, so we have double 5s. With that, I have to mention that. 32 bone set is the weaver and the woven, the bone knitter, the weaver, the seam that binds. Conjure the image of a weaving a cloak of collective well-being, a blanket that surrounds everything and everyone that may need it. We're cloaked, walking that path of our manifestation. Unbroken and creating a safe cocoon, this layer of protective force acting as a passive form of preventing harm. What approaches with malintent cannot get beyond these borders. Relax. Relax with me now into your serenity. We are manifesting with these very strong plant allies. Aloe vera on the table. Aloe vera, number 30. Okay. So we're overcoming this. We're getting through this because we're sitting with it diligently. We're working through it. We're not turning away. And it's us moving through, sending the other love, going through. We're past the threshold. We're on the journey now. Protected, cloaked on our journey, rooted with this sexual sacred energy that we're creating from. Relax into your serenity. Okay, I wanted to move on and just show you guys yesterday I was thinking about our energy. My energy, you are my, we are she, she is I am she, you are me. Into, out, up and through. Feel the surface pressing beneath you and know you're here with me for a purpose. So on the middle world cut, I got the star. There she is. And that's when I really started to feel this shift in our energy. Yeah. So, you know, it's like, it's okay. We can move now from this space of believing, you know, that the energy is returning. It's like the wheel turns. Capricorn season is gonna come back, you know. You can't stop it. This is my world, me and my girls. Okay, so we're not going to get into too much crazy stuff anymore with this reading today. I want to share the Imagine card that came out. The key there with the wisdom and the owl. Clarity. The sphere of light under the full moon, the phases of the moon, bringing in this golden light of the sun. And this mermaid energy is really significant to me. Like partnering with the maiden, bringing up magic from the depths, weaving it with the bone set into our fairy tale. Be delusional about your own divinity. Like, it's okay to believe in yourself now and your dreams. This kind of twisty staff that she has that's supporting her, growing up from this indigo ground. So we're moving toward a full moon. What will it illuminate? What are we growing in this fairy tale? Let's get into it. Let's really get into our and nurture our creativity today. We've got nurture and prosperity also showing up. And the beautiful card again, which I love. I just love this whole deck. Like, I could just go through this whole deck and be inspired. But I'll stop. The beautiful card, though, is significant to this channel and these readings with the these rooted red orbs of light. So it's really about us getting into our true magical self and being, you know, and I keep saying delusional about your own divinity, because I'm saying, like, believe in yourself as your own magical fairy tale and get into that story and believe, you know, that the energy's coming back, and prepare your space, prepare yourself, do the things that the magical self wants to do. Beautiful. Imagine. Enchanted adventure. Okay. So let's see if we can just get one card and I'll close this reading out, because I actually have somewhere to go. And I'm sort of procrastinating going, but I really wanted to bring that star card out and bring this energy, this lighter energy through before I shut these down. Not shut it down, but like move upstairs again with the readings. And here we go with the Seven of Wands. Sorry about my fuzzy table. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We have imperfections as part of the game. Seven of Wands, the star again on the middle world cut, you guys. Five of Cups in reverse on the bottom of the deck. We're dumping out the sadness. Okay, we get the Fool in reverse on the top of the deck. So let's just talk about it real quick. Investigate all offers carefully. The Fool reverse can also show deception. You may be trying to force a situation which can only backfire. Try another route. Seven of Wands is our triumph. It's like perseverance. As long as we keep going, the goals are worth pursuing. We may not have easy paths to follow, but with perseverance, we can get where we need to be. This is challenging because it may be some time before you see a return for your hard work, but keep believing. There is a great chance you will succeed. We have to be discerning with that Fool in reverse. Okay, we get the star in the middle world cut. So a lot of people are attracted to our energy. We're rooted in the Five of Cups in reverse is dumping out those 5 cups. That's been keeping us in the sad lack mentality. This is healing. Emotional wounds are healing now. You may have suffered a broken relationship or dream, but by letting go of past hurts, you can encourage recovery. Confidence and hope will return as you make the transition into a new, more positive phase. New levels, new devils, babies. And we're still going to be like working on our boundaries and attached still and attracted to that Capricornian matrix. It's that hexagonal 6-sided geometrical shape. I'm making up words, but it's okay. You know, drawing us in with our Venusian energies. Okay, we're gonna keep working on this. That Fool in the top of the deck, it's like in our mental energy, we're still, it's like we have to let a higher version of self really kind of take control of our like movements. There has to be, this is something we need to work on, because you know, with perseverance and hard work, Seven of Wands, it's like we're moving into this phase and this space of being able to get a grasp on where we're going and cultivate some real goals. But there's going to be so much coming at us because of our light. You know, we have to have some practices in place that really keep us centered and divinely guided and divinely tuned in to our own delusional divinity dance and our own fairy tale, okay, and our own goals, like what we imagine, what we want to be with this key. It's like it's crazy because like we have to also be in flow and let go. But there's this clarity with the fairy tale. Okay, so we get clarity, imagine clarity and fairy tale. Again, with the mermaid energy. So I think that is really where I'm going to leave it. That we have to stay focused on our flow and being in our own kind of delusional space of, no, I am this magical star. I am this magical being, and I am here for a purpose. I'm here for a reason. Devil in reverse on the middle world cut. I'm here to break these chains, okay? So trust yourselves. This Fool in reverse on the top of the deck. It's like, we need to, okay, that's what I'll be working on. I have to get into my projects and get going today. So I'm going to end it here, loves. And I love you, and I will talk to you again soon. And I'm going to be working on, and I will share some things with you that I plan to employ, you know, to help me stay on track and get this train going in the right direction. But also, it's like we have to it's like we have to be, I don't know, it's a train, but it's a ship, right? It's like, I don't know what the path really is quite yet. And it has to be fluid, but it has to have focus. And I'm thinking of the poison arrows and that card and the gateway and the goddess. Okay, but just breathe. Just relax. With perseverance, we can get through this. So I'm wishing you all the love and success out there, you guys. Strength. There's nothing else for it. I'll talk to you soon.